Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I am Mandalorian Mangler, your host of the Creatures of Queens Twitch and YouTube channels, and it is presently 2 hours past when I wanted to start streaming, but nonetheless, we are here and hanging out. I have 2 guests with me this evening that have been like hiding and waiting for me and yelling at me the entire time that I need to go faster. No, they've been actually great. They've been very patient. I've been slow and not as fast as I needed to be. We had some technical issues. We still have some technical issues. I planned on using the Stream Deck a bunch tonight. I programmed some Marvel sounds. Obviously, you can see that we are not here for any other purpose other than opening up some boxes. We got a big old box here, but I got some guests that need to help. Let's introduce our guests for the evening. Remember, we want to talk into the mic when we can. All right, so we got guest number 1 over here. We need to make this a little lower. I think we need to get you a stool. We're gonna get you a stool. You introduce yourself first while I go get your partner a stool.
I'm D.
There's a stool.
I'm Al.
We are here to open up what today?
Marvel Zombies.
Marvel Zombies. So we got this big old box from CMON Gaming, which, if you are familiar with the channel, I have completely approved many CMON games in the past. We will, If you're paying attention to the screen, you are seeing a Christmas gift that was painted by none other than our resident artist, Tam, who plays with us all the time in our D&D games on Sunday. Who was that for? That was for you? That was your Christmas gift? I got the tree, because if everybody knows when it's the holiday season, there will be an animated tree of some kind, or a Trent, or some sort of angry Christmas monster plant being that is coming to hunt you down. What'd you get? Got the star?
Yeah.
And then the other kiddo got the candy cane. So they were all mimic themed ornaments. So very appreciative. So that's one right now. So obviously we will be using this to show you some of the minis that we are opening up, and we will be rating them. We have improved from last time. If you are looking in the top right corner of the screen, you will recognize that there is a comic book vector box right there, and we will be able to rate our different, let's see, give it a low one. Give it a 2. Oh, why did that 2 not end up there? Something happened. Gonna have to move some things, clearly. I got out of place. Why did you get out of place? Thought I put everything in the right spot. Now it makes me think like everything's gonna be in the wrong spot. Well, we'll be doing some live editing as we play and hang out. Watch, the 3's not going to work. Watch, they're all going to be off alignment now. Oh, the 3 is good. Let's test the 4. 5. All right, a little off alignment there. Increase that 5 a little bit. Hopefully we're not giving too many 5s. 6 looks pretty good. 7, okay. Maybe the 7 a little bit bigger. Hopefully we're giving a bunch of 8s. 8 is great. We love 8. 9 looking good. And then we will test out our last one, which is our 10. 10, 10, 10. So, just to show everybody, let's make this music a little bit lower. We will throw some shout-outs to White Bat Audio. The music of Carl Casey playing in the background. Thank you for the free music, Carl Casey. If you are interested in more dark synthwave, cyberpunk, go check out that link there. All right, so we're gonna just go over the Kickstarter with everybody a little bit real quick. Let's see, how long ago did this Kickstarter get dropped? Last update? Well, last updated, sure. All right, so the estimated delivery on this one was June 2023. Obviously, that didn't happen. I got it like maybe 2 weeks ago, week and a half, 2 weeks. We didn't do it last week, and I got it the weekend before that because I was waiting on all of you. So I'm not going to play the video, but if you want, you can go to Kickstarter.com, or actually you probably just want to go to CMON Games at this point. We have done some other CMON game box openings. We didn't do the Truvada one or whatever the Norse mythology one is. We could do that one another time. All right, so let's just take a look at this Kickstarter. So the Marvel Zombies are part of that Zombicide game. I am not familiar. Maybe you are. Have you guys played the Zombicide game at all?
No.
Heard of it?
No.
No, all right. Maybe it's a little bit younger than their age group, but we do play board games in the fam, and when I get them around, we usually do so many other things that we don't get to board games. But yeah, we need to schedule some more board game and Lego time. We're probably just building monsters, right? Making magic spells, doing stuff like that, playing a bunch of D&D. But we will. Let's check this out. So we should play the Zombicide game at some point. Like, obviously, we're going to play most of these games. But generally, I'm really buying the boxes for the minis, right? That's why I really want them. So, apparently the game takes 90 minutes to make. You can buy it right now for 130 bucks. And I can't speak for the game. I'm not going to speak for the quality of the game. I am interested in trying to see if I can get my friend Mr. Hartgrave to play with me remotely. And we both set up our tables and we just make moves accordingly. Or it would be even more fun in person. He's about an hour away from where I am presently located. So, obviously, as you can see in the box, you are getting a variety of minis, some of which are medium-sized and some I think are pushing to the large, but we will find that out very soon. If my memory serves me correctly, most CMON games are actually not 28 millimeters. They're like 30 to 32. They're a little bit bigger, but since most of them are going to be like bad guys or monsters or NPCs, you generally shouldn't mind that they're a little bit bigger than your characters. You may even want to use some of them as your characters. We can also see that there's going to be a bunch of more modern characters up here, these brown ones. So we don't do a lot of modern day sort of steampunky sort of games or any of the dark noir games. However, I'm slowly amassing a collection of minis to play some of that, some future stuff. Might apply to some of these Marvel Zombies, so let's take a look. We'll start. We have our box opener here. I'm gonna do it. I'm not trusting the kids yet with the box openers. Maybe in a year or two. So as you can see, and they are advertising this themselves, they are highly detailed pieces. The heroes and their foes are all represented on the tabletop with highly detailed, pre-assembled, colored plastic pieces. The quality of the plastic that CMON uses compared to some other games is much higher. I've gotten custom things made for me where you drop them on the floor, they break instantaneously. This is they're not resin, they're a very high quality plastic. You can go and search on your own and find more details relating to that. But in terms of their durability, use, we've never had any problems. Nothing's ever broken. All right, so let's bust open this box. Let's see what's going on inside. I don't even know which Kickstarter I got, so maybe there's a receipt in here that'll tell me. Let's see what we got. A lot of packaging. It's always very well packaged. All right, we got one big box. Hold on a second. Can't see my screen. So one big box right here. This is our, I think this is just the base game, right? Like this is just the Marvel Zombies. Oh, I need to take that one. There we go. All right, what do we got here? Are two of the same thing, or they're just two boxes per game? All right, we're gonna find out. Well, we know this much. They are different covers. All right, they're definitely different covers. Flip yours over. Let's see what the art is really nice. I mean. Okay, so here we got what's going on. This is the main game, and I'm going to assume that this box is probably also part of the game, if not connected to some Kickstarter exclusives. We will figure that out as we go through. And there is one more box in here. Marvel Zombies Clash of the Sinister Six. Okay, so if anybody, I didn't buy all of the games. I'll tell you that much. Because if I know CMON and I have some other Marvel games also, right over there and the other one. We've painted some of those, and some of you have seen, if you're familiar with the Mr. Hartgrave channel, shout out to Mr. Hartgrave. You have seen that we have painted a Zemo for him. Oh, we got a Zemo t-shirt on right now, Dancing Zemo, that we got at Comic-Con. But I specifically purchased this box with Big L in mind, because, Big L, if you're going to play a hero or a villain, which one are you going to choose? 100% a villain, all right? 100% a villain, always. Like, did you have any doubt that that was going to be? Is it? All right, so he's always into the bad guys. And if I know bad guys that he's into, Venom on the list, anything lizard and reptile related on the list, right? So, Rhino, right? So, I know my Sinister Six. I figured this would be a good one, so we'll open up this one last. We're going to make you wait for this one. All right, so let's start with the main game. Oh, let's actually just go one more second. All right, now let's go back to the Kickstarter, because I think that that'll give you a better idea of what I purchased. All right, so the Undead Pledge is just this box. The Resistance Pledge. Open that. Let's see that. Is that one? No. X-Men Resistance. So we didn't get the X-Men Resistance. The Galactus Pledge was just insane, ladies and gentlemen. Mr. Hartgrave and I had a long conversation about spending lots and lots of money on a Galactus Pledge. If you notice the scale, boys, look at the scale. The standard, 28 to 32 millimeter piece that you'll notice down here, if you see the circle of my cursor, all right, and how big that is. That's like, yeah, it's
holding one in his hand.
And he is, yes, he's holding one in his hand, ladies and gentlemen. If you can't see that, is definitely massive scale. Like, you put that on a closet shelf. I mean, on a cabinet shelf. You know what I mean? That's like a major display piece. That would have Tam Painting forever, right? That's a big one. So, all right. So we didn't get the Galactus Pledge. All right, Hungry Pledge. All right, so we didn't get all of these, as you can see, right? We just got the Sinister Six. We didn't get these other packs, right? The Devourer pack was even more insane with the Galactus, and then all of the different boxes. Now, if you're not familiar with the CMON games, what they generally do is they will have, like, the standard box game, a big box of all of the minis that you got as Kickstarter exclusives and part of the deal. And then they have these smaller boxes, which are individual, like, game sets. They provide new cards, new settings, a bunch of new heroes and foes, as they refer to them in the game. And that creates, more variety in the ability to play the game. So then as a result, it's like anybody that ever played Trivial Pursuit once upon a time. You'd get the extra boxes with the baby boomer questions, the sports questions. So it creates more variety and keeps it fresh. And you don't need to buy a completely new, $100 box game. So let's see. These stretch goals in here, that's really why I'm purchasing these boxes, ladies and gentlemen, because sure, I could go to the store and, like you saw, you could spend $130 on the game, but I probably spent that and a little bit more, and you get all of these cool stretch goals. So, Al, why don't you take that other big box, or is it this one? Oh, it's this one. All right, let's take a look here and see if we see any of the names. Luke Cage. All right, so this box with all of these characters is part of the Kickstarter exclusive stuff. From the stretch goals. So a lot of these are Kickstarter exclusives, so unfortunately, many people are not going to have them if you buy them in the store. You might need to find them on eBay. Maybe you might find some fully painted ones that I'm not a fan of that we are willing to sell to you in the future. All right, Giant Man looks like Giant Man looks like he's the giant one.
Yep.
All right. So then they got the superheroes. So there are a lot of really cool ones. Let's start cracking open these boxes. I'm going to mute it because it gets real loud when we start crinkling all the plastic. So each of us are going to open up the plastic on the box. Hey, do they need to be assembled? Hey, we know that name. Tam the Painter in the house. How are you, my dear? No, generally CMON games do not need to be assembled. And if anybody knows the bane of a painter's existence, I said I was going to mute it, but we have a guest now, so I'm just going to talk over it. I'm going to talk over it. Why don't you guys start cracking those open? If you need something sharp over there, there's some pencil or whatever. So that's a good question. That is a very good question. If you do not like assembling minis, then you should definitely consider CMON games. So here's what I'm getting at, folks. For $130 right now, you can get this main game. All right, that we're going to open up and we're going to start looking at some of the minis. You get the boards, the cards, the tiles, everything that you need to play the main game. And from my personal take, you get anywhere from like 40 to probably about 50 minis, all right, just in the game. If you get these when the Kickstarters are available, then you will get double, if not even more. All right. So the value just in terms of how much minis cost is absolutely amazing. I got a funny feeling that Dark Phoenix isn't in there, and I'm going to be bummed if it's not, because that looks really cool. I love my elementally stuff. You like that one?
Yeah.
I feel like that one I don't even have in the box, and I'm just looking at it and I want to just go 10, 10, 10, 10, 10. All right. And then again, you could have added different stuff to your pledge. So, all right, you guys tell me if I was wrong. I mean, you're going to say wrong. Yeah, you should have just got all of them. Of course, I should have just got all of them and spent $1,000 on something that we probably will play only a couple times, but we'll recycle the minis over. Fantastic Four? No? No big deal. I think there's already a Silver Surfer in the pack. You know what I mean? Like existing, so I didn't feel that it was too necessary. Hydra Resurrection, there was, that's the Sinister Six. Oh, I'm sorry. Hydra, we were looking at the wrong ones. Okay. The Fantastic Four probably did come with a Silver Surfer, or maybe a Silver Girl or something like that. But I don't know, I wasn't too impressed with the Fantastic Four one. There is the Hydra setup. I skipped that one for a bunch of reasons. This is the one that we're going to open up, the Clash of the Sinister Six. There was also the Guardians of the Galaxy set. I know, I probably could have got that one. But guess what? They are available in the stores. So if we play this game, we like the Marvel Zombicide spin, then it's good to go. Also, I didn't mention this in the beginning. I should have. All of these Marvel Zombies are compatible with the regular Zombicide games. So you can, if you're already a Zombicide fan, you can use and add some of the Marvel stuff in there. The Sentinel Strikes, you know, I'll be honest, in the future, if I'm ever looking to pick up some robot-y looking characters, that's actually not such a bad deal. You get some cool Professor X on his floating car. Then there's the Artist Special Edition one for $25. I probably could have got that, but you know, at some point I need to just stop spending money on all this silly stuff. There are tiles already in the game. I think these are new ones and additional ones. There are cardboard tokens in the game. You could have bought plastic ones. I do not need extra dice at all, ladies and gentlemen. So that is a little bit more about what the Kickstarter was, what we have available to us, and what we do not. So if you are looking to try to find some of that stuff, then unfortunately we're not going to be able to help you. So here's the box contents of the main game. Let's bust that one open. That is the zombie Captain America. All right, so we're going to remove... let's leave it there for a split second. I don't know if she saw this. But we have been we've been running your present for the last couple minutes, your present mimic that you gave Elle for Christmas. All right, so let's see what we got. What do we got? Oof. Oh, it's tight in the box, which is a good thing, actually. All right, so we got our instructions. Ooh, a whole lot of instructions. All right. Maybe that's why Mom doesn't want that upstairs, because your brother almost fell off that thing. All right. Oh, what do we got here? Oh. I'll say this. I'm a huge fan of the Rising Sun box set by CMON, but when they originally made it, they did not package it well. They are also improving their packaging. I mean, like, I am free content. Hey, ladies and gentlemen, I don't know if you're going to see this or read this or if we're working reverse. But maybe that QR code gets you something for free, too. All right. This is going to be the mini, so you can just tell. All right, they got these boards, like player boards. They're hard plastic player boards. All right. Let me hold that for me, Dave. All right, so we got, how many is this game designed for? 1, 2, 3. So it's designed for 6, up to 6. We remove that, and there's even another row of minis down here. All right, so we got 2 rows of minis, or let's say 1.5 rows of minis. All right. Let's take, just take the top off of that. It looks like a lot of these are minions. And the minions actually look like they're making a lot of different poses. This is pretty cool.
Yeah.
So, why don't you grab like 2 or 3 of those? Show some of the different poses. Hold on. There's a man and woman in the same pose. Yeah, throw them all up. These are just some of the minions. I don't know about anybody else, but those feel like some random monks to me. Like if we need some monks, what do you think? Oh! All right, just the boards. We did. Once again, we only care about the minis, folks. All right, so those are some of the basic ones. Now we got. Let's pull those off. Now let's see what we got going on. Just pop those right back in. They should fit somewhere. All right. So there are. Let's take a look at some other stuff over here. So there's a lot more of these minions over here. Like
I think those are only.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3. So there's 30 of them over here. Men and women of all like mixed varieties and stuff. Then there's these, what's up with these? What's going on here? Thank you, D. What's going on with these bad boys? These look like they have like some like armor on them and stuff. I need to go open up, let's take a look at these. This direction book, maybe they got a little bit more information as to what we're looking at right here. Oh, okay. All right, so we got shield guards, specialists, and troopers. All right, so that's some of the basic sort of minion-y stuff that's going on right there. All right, that makes sense. All right. So there is another row of them here. Then there's other types of minions. Like here, bust this one out.
I think they're on both.
Oh, leave them up there. Right, so you got some shield guards. These look a little bit more high tech than the other ones. I mean, what do you boys think? In terms of the amount of them that you're getting, and the quality, the different poses, in terms of a regular minion mini. Generally, like we'd get 5 at the store for like $20 from most packs, and they wouldn't have as many. I don't think they'd have as much variety unless you get the the ones that I don't like getting because our painter doesn't like assembling them, and I hate assembling them. The Warhammer pieces. Those are the ones that are the most like articulate and in terms of different poses and potential variants in the minis. But that's pretty cool. All right, so what do we think regarding the minions?
I mean, they're pretty good.
You gotta talk louder.
They're pretty boring.
They're pretty boring?
I mean, they're just minions.
I think for people they're pretty good. Like, random.
For random minion pieces, they're pretty good. So what are you thinking? On a scale of 1 to 10.
I'll give them a 7.
A 7. All right. What do you got? A 6. All right. Well, I'm gonna say an 8, just to make the average easier for the math in my head right now. We're gonna give the minions a 7. All right. Like the monk ones, maybe there's too many, but I do like the idea that they're male and female and they have different poses. I do like that they have like these guys with shields. They look like they could be a little bit more futuristic-y if you want to play or do play future games as opposed to like medieval game and fantasy that I'm playing. All right, let's take a look at some of the, let's take a look at these rows. See, could you grab some of these? These like, everyday NPCs, let's just call them. Pass those to your brother and we'll get them up there. Okay, I don't need to take all of them, like 3 or 4. We're good.
So lots of minions over here. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
There are 6 more of these minions over here. Male and female. Most of them look like they work at the Daily Bugle, right? As I get the feeling that we got a lot of Daily Bugle employees over here. So, one of them's clearly a monk, right? There's definitely a monk in there. What's the name of the publisher? The news guy that yells at Spider-Man all the time.
Oh.
He's in there, right? Isn't that him standing there with the newspaper? All upset. That's just passing the screen right now.
I think his name.
Oh, what is his name? Well, on my keyboard is hidden, so I can't even look up his name for everybody. That just proves how bad of Marvel fans I guess we really are. We apologize. All right, so those are pretty cool. I don't have any modern day minis, you know what I mean, that are NPC like, so they could serve some purposes in some future-y games I might play moving forward. All right, let's take a look at some of the more niche ones. Let's take a look at some of the zombie heroes and zombie foes and heroes. Yeah. Let's take those down. Where do we want to start?
Blue.
We got some Spider-Man. All right, so here are some of the heroes from this main box. That's Spider-Man. There's a Doctor Strange. Black Panther. Is that Ms. Marvel with the big old fist? Oh, that's a cool Thor.
Wow.
This Thor is way cooler than Marvel Thor, ladies and gentlemen.
There's no room.
Oh, there's no room. You're going to have to wait on awesome modern Marvel Thor. All right. Let me try to do something with the camera. Let's see if I can zoom a little. Oh, I can. All right. Zoomed in a little bit more for everybody there. I know some of them are going to get a little bit higher, so.
They're pretty cool.
Jonah Jameson is his name. The editor's name is Jonah Jameson. Sounds about right. So, I like these. These are pretty cool. I'd love to see them painted. Oh. I like the Spider-Man is like holding on as he passes around in the next rotation. You'll see he's holding on to like a broken street sign. And we are recording this from New York City, so I can definitely relate to the New York City street sign stuff. Technically speaking, based on where Peter Parker is supposed to live, when I was in high school, I hung out 2 blocks away. If you've seen the original Spider-Man that was filmed on Ascan Avenue and 71st and Continental, the deli that appears there, I frequented that deli in high school. The stairs that he uses to get to the Long Island Railroad, we would use also. So I can very much relate to the New York experience of all of this. And Peter Parker is definitely our hometown hero, because most real people in New York are not worth being fans of these days. All right, let's bust out that Thor. I like this Doctor Strange, too. Very Cthulhu feel. Now let's just actually show him one more time. So this Doctor Strange, I can definitely envision myself using the Doctor Strange as, some sort of wicked warlock, spellcaster. You can even invoke a couple spells like Everett's Tentacles and whatnot. It's got a real good evil vibe. I'm not going to go with super friendly. Even though that's a good guy, I think we're going with like evil Doctor Strange. That, you know what I mean? I think that's the one we're going with. All right, let's check out this Thor and and Storm? This is a Storm?
I think so.
I think so.
Should I take that?
Yeah, we can take the Doctor Strange off, please, sir. If anybody has any requests of particular heroes or villains that you would like to see, let us know. We might have them, we might not. All right, so those are the rest of the heroes that are in the main one. Are there any other heroes in there? So they're not. So there are those 6 heroes, and then there are 6 bad guys that are also in this main box. I definitely like the Thor. We're gonna need to give him a super like. They're going a very traditional route with this Thor, Norse mythology stuff. I think we should probably make it a little bit sensational, right? Because we have the other CMON game that's much more Norse mythology, Viking-esque. So I'm sure there's a Thor in there also that we can make more like the Conan the Barbarian type. Whereas this one, maybe we do a little bit of some neons and whatnot. But we will talk to TJ and see what she wants to do. So what are we thinking in terms of the heroes in general? Yeah.
I mean, like an 8.
An 8 for you? Okay, he's waiting for his green villains. He wants to see those zombies.
I like the little details.
They're very detailed, right? They're very well detailed.
I'll give it a 9.
Give it a 9. All right. Well, I don't have percentages. I'm going to agree. I'm sort of floating in between the 8 and the 9. I wasn't. I like the minis. I like the art. I don't like all of the heroes. How about that for an answer? Like, of the female heroes that they gave me, Miss Marvel and Storm would not be my first choices of ladies that I would like representing my Marvel universe. But, you win some, you lose some. I totally like that you're getting Thor and Doctor Strange and Spider-Man and Black Panther. I mean, you're getting some awesome, heroes in the mix. You know what I mean? But I think they could have picked, stronger is the wrong word. I think they could have picked more interesting female heroes. All right, let's take a look at some of the villains. Ooh, I have no idea who she is. But she looks angry and mean, and I like that. The one thing that I might complain about a little bit is if you take a lot of these minis off the tray, good luck figuring out which one is supposed to go in which spot. So maybe it would be in your best interest to take a photo of the full tray and then you take everything out and then you figure out where they go back in. All right, so I'm not sure who that lady is yet. We're going to have to look that one up.
She's holding like a...
What do you think this is? Is this Zombie Iron Man?
Yep.
And this is Zombie Captain America.
I thought these were villains.
Well, they are. Once they're zombies, they're implied that they are villains. I believe,
Yo, if they're villains,
Let's just run 3 on there, so. Because we got 3 more. And the large is not as big as we thought it was, ladies and gentlemen. It is just slightly larger. I'm going to say it's probably a 40 millimeter. So what do we think of these baddies so far?
They're okay.
I think the detail in them gets lost in the green compared to the grayish blue. To be completely honest with folks.
I think once painted, they'll be.
You got to talk louder into the mic, boys.
I think when they're painted, they'll be.
Are you?
The detail will come.
You're implying something to somebody. Hey, once you paint all of these, they'll look totally awesome. I mean, They're very well sculpted and crafted. They are extremely detailed. But I'm just saying, if you're not going to paint them and you're just looking at them in the house with some lights on, I think that the green doesn't show as much of the structure and contours that we could be looking at. However, though, I'm impressed overall with the art. Let's see who we're the...
It's Captain America. Oh, that's Captain.
That's Wasp. We got Wasp coming. Oh, Scarlet Witch. Is that Scarlet?
No, that's a evil Captain America.
Oh, okay. So the one with the head in the hand is Miss Marvel. All right, that was Miss Marvel. And then that's Deadpool with the... All right, let's take out the next three. So I guess some of them are not necessarily villains. That's why maybe they use the word foe. Because the second they become zombies, maybe they become, bad people in that respect. All right, so this is the Deadpool with the samurai sword. This one, I love everything Japanese and samurai, so that'll be a good thing at any of the tables. This is Zombie Wasp. All right, and here's the big one. This one is only slightly larger. I'm gonna say. You grab me the ruler, actually? It's right there. The tall one has it for me. Thank you, sir. That's funny. He gave me the ruler that only has inches. Is there another ruler over there that's got centimeters? I'm not about to do the math in my head right now. There we go. Thank you. Okay, I was off. It's 50, not 40. So this is a 50 millimeter giant. So you can see he's obviously much larger than the rest of them. Love the detail. Our resident artist agrees with you, D. With the primer and paint, it'll become much more clear and that detail won't get lost. I mean, it could just be some of the lighting that we're maybe using right now. Maybe I can make it even brighter. Maybe I can turn on the flash. Oh, I can. All right. I don't know if that helps, makes it worse. TJ, let me know if that makes it easier to see or worse to see when I put the front camera light on. Oh, that just got blurry. Hold on.
Let me edit something.
There we go. That feels like much better right there. You can see it's lopsided because he's heavy. He's weighing everything down. You don't like the shadow? Turn it off. All right, so that's the zombies in the last set. What do we think?
I mean, the second.
We can't hear you. You got to talk into the mic.
The last three, I feel like were better than the first three.
The last three were better than the first. So these you like better than the first three?
Uh-huh.
Uh-huh. What about you? Same? All right, let's get some numbers. You start this one. Just the villains.
Well, the heroes turned into...
Oh, the foes. The zombie foes.
I'm gonna say... 0.5.
Huh?
0.5.
0.5?
No, I said, is there, like...
No, I don't have a point. Did you see when we went over the numbers with everybody that I had halves?
I mean,
No. What do you think?
no.
Round down if you're going to give me a half. 8.
I think you made it well.
Oh, I was thinking 7. I am not into, like, I got some big minis. That ain't no giant to me. And I needed to ask people if it was Iron Man. I had no idea that was Miss Marvel until we looked at the box. So that was problematic. And The Captain America's okay. I think I agree with you that the best ones that are up there. But you guys outweigh me. 7 and 7 would round up to an 8. All right. So that is the main game. So of minis. So overall, we had an 8. We're 8s. We're averaging out to 8s. All right. So let's take those down while the boys are setting up and open up the next box. I will highlight some of the other stuff in the game. So here are a lot of the pieces, the tiles that I'm not going to open up right now. There are player cards that you use to let you know what each of the different character features are that you can be playing in the game. Color-coded cubes for something. Color code the bottom of your character. You put the ring on, you know what color you are. And then again, there are other game multiplier cards and whatnot. And again, they're all very well printed and produced. You should be very happy with the pack. It's got that new board game smell, right? That is so great. All right, so let's pack this stuff up away. Let's switch over real quick. We'll give you something to look at that's not us. We'll go back to that. So that was the original set that we are looking at, folks. That is the primary game. Let's unpack. Let's grab those. Where are the
Game tiles.
I knocked over? And like I just knocked these over about 2.5 feet. There is a thin little shag rug underneath us. Don't judge. Don't judge. It's not the 70s. That's going in there. Come on, open it up. There we go. And nothing, like not a dent. You know what I mean? So, like that's the hard plastic that can fall and crack. TJ, you were saying that the light should stay on, yes, or off? Yeah, you threw me off there. Now, I'll just say this, okay? For $130, would I buy that? He said it. You didn't hear him because the mic was off. Would I buy that for $130?
No.
I wouldn't. How did you know I was going to say that? Why wouldn't I?
Because you're saying like the best ones are already up there. Like that ain't no giant. I've seen giants. So.
What do you think?
I think no, because like the amount of like random pedestrians, like the amount of like cool.
You're saying too many minions, too many regular NPCs, not enough hero villain.
Yeah.
That's my issue. Now, if you need minions and you're looking for contemporary modern day stuff, then I would consider it. Isn't the huge mini the Hulk? Yeah, but it's just not that big. Like, I think it could be bigger. Is he double the size? Is it a large size? I don't even think it's a large size, TJ, compared to like your standard large size minis. I mean, the boys just opened up some other boxes for Christmas that we didn't have the chance to. We should actually make a video of it, implying just saying, here's what we got from the box. But I forget which set it was. It was one of the big giant sets. They get these like huge boxes that are now coming out. But we can talk about D&D mini boxes another time. Oh, this was supposed to go on top of the other one. We can do that later. Put that box inside. All right, so now we have the next box, the next big box, I should say. And that gets packaged like this. You can open either side. It's probably going to be 2 more trays. 3 trays. All right, there are 3 trays. And obviously, because you have new characters that are coming to this, let's let me edit one thing on my mic. I'm gonna make the noise gate go down. Talk now.
Well,
all right. There is some static, folks, probably from a fan in the background. that I will turn off momentarily, but you should be able to hear them a little bit better. So because there is new... Because there is some new stuff in this box connected to new characters, there is an echo. I do not know why there is an echo. All my other audio is down and I don't hear myself on echo. So these new cards and stuff, and these bad boys, come with the new characters. So if you had the Kickstarter exclusive, you'd get these new characters, and thus they need new character info, and they need new, I don't know. If you know Zombicide, you know what I'm talking about. But they're necessary to play the new extensions. Alright, so we got a lot of cool stuff in here. I mean, like, there's another Hulk in here, maybe that other... There's a translucent Iceman. I was wrong. Okay, there is a big guy in here, and we do have the dark... Oh, they're gonna need to wait. Alright, so we got this first tray up here. Dude, why don't you go grab the back of that box that's got the list of all of the stuff? And we'll take a look. Alright, folks. The back of this box has a lot of cool stuff. And there is a giant in the mix. Giant Man. Alright, so you know what? We'll save the Hulk and the Giant Man to show the scale of them. So if anybody has any special requests as we're going through this, please feel free. There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There are 9 NPCs ranging from Vanessa Fisk, Harry Osborn, Jimmy Woo, Dum Dum Dugan, Happy Hogan, Ben Urich, Karen Page. If you know your Marvel, you know who some of them are. We should know Harry Osborn is the child of Green Goblin, right? All right, then we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm going to say what? So there's 46 superhero game pieces, 27 zombie hero pieces, 9 bystanders, as they call them, 74 ID cards, 91 mini cards, and we obviously don't have the time to show you all of them, but let's pick some of our favorites, ranging from, characters that you like or minis that you think is cool. So we'll go tray by tray, and we'll show some people what we got. All right, so this is the top tray. Let's start with the top tray. Grab some randoms. We'll do that last tray. We'll save this one. Alright. Here's a cool one. This is translucent Iceman. I mean, again, I think... she said turn the camera light off. So I think it's really cool that the game will go above and beyond, and they will go out of their way to make all of these specialty custom pieces. They'll use different types of plastic to make these things happen, which I think is very smart business-wise of them. So that Iceman's pretty cool. What did you find? Let's add some stuff up there. I see a Juggernaut. So this is, again, this is probably a 50-incher, 40-50-incher for scale. Let's leave just the 2 of those up there for now, and let's change over to here. There you go. So you'll be able to see this Iceman. Oh! And our Juggernaut, which are both pretty cool. Alright, I brought the noise gate up again, because now I'm getting told I'm still echoing. Oh, you know what it might be? It might... Is the audio from this thing picking up? This webcam that I'm using for the first time? Alright, let's see what else we got. Alright, so I'm going to assume we got a Punisher there.
That's crossbones.
Why don't you say that into the mic, please, sir?
That's crossbones.
That's Crossbones, my bad. Oh, okay, I didn't see the face. I apologize. You got some Crossbones that you picked there. You just gave me one. Loki, pretty cool Loki. And that is, what, Sabretooth?
Yeah.
Yeah, Sabretooth. These are all pretty cool. I'm gonna pick another one. I don't think anybody saw it in here. I mean, but you got your Gambit, your Cyclops, like there's tons of X-Men in this one. There's a cool Doctor Doom over here that I'm gonna bust out. There's another Deadpool in here with like double swords. I can show you next. So these are all pretty cool. I mean, there's a Star-Lord in here. Oh, hit the wrong button. Alright, so we got some Doctor Doom. That one. Let's see what else we got. And there are two Nightcrawlers though. That's a regular Nightcrawler. I know there's
one
a.
upside down.
You saw the upside down one, right? That's definitely we gotta. All right. So what do we think of this top tray? Man, obviously we're not going to show you anything, all of them, right? Because we're not going to go through all 100.
I like it.
You like this one? This top tray is pretty good. All right. Yeah. You too. All right. So what are you giving this tray?
I'll give this one an 8.
All right. We got an 8 from D.
I'm going 8.
8 also. All right. I'll stay with the 8 then. I think that there is more potential in some other trays. And let's keep in mind that we saved one from this tray. But I still don't think it's getting it all the way to a 9. We're going to save it to show for comparison there. Okay, we'll save that one then also, because everybody saw the Juggernaut already. Oh. All right, let's go to our second tray. All right, so the second tray has all of the bystanders. You want to show some of the bystanders real quick, or do we not even care? I think we should show some of the bystanders. Show that one, and that one. So again, if you're looking for, dark noir and modern day contemporary, and these all sort of totally fit. What do we think about these bystanders?
I don't really like bystanders.
You don't like bystanders at all?
No.
I know you don't.
I think they're good enough for bystanders.
Good enough for bystanders. They serve their purpose. Right? Nameless NPC, welcome to the game. Slap this brown guy up there. Somebody at the table goes, how come that's not painted? Because they're nameless NPC, and nameless NPC doesn't get painted. All right? All right, we got some cool ones. Cool ones coming.
Daredevil.
Oh, this is like a spider somebody, right? Maybe not. Maybe I'm just an idiot.
I found Daredevil.
You found Daredevil.
I found like the 2 coolest guys ever.
Now I'm just going to show this because I'm not trying to throw plugs to the game or anything like that, but here's a Kingpin. For anybody who might be watching the new Echo series, I haven't started it, we haven't watched it, so I can't speak for it personally. But if you were enjoying it, then continue to. We can't figure out where some of these minis go back into there. It's going to take us like an hour to figure out how to get some of these back in there. All right, so let's go to our next set from... I'm going to say this, I already like this second row way better.
Yeah, I found
Way better.
I found one guy that beats the entire other thing.
You found one that beats the entire other row?
Yeah. It's Lizard.
It's Lizard. All right, so he loves his Lizard.
And there's Electro.
There's Electro. That's pretty cool. All right, then here, bust out the Dr. Octopus, which I think is totally butt-kicking.
They have villains. I like it a lot.
Oh, that's cool. That Carnage?
I think.
I think that's Carnage. There are a lot of really cool ones here. Ghost Rider. Ghost Rider is so... I'm going to give the Ghost Rider that I'm not going to show you individually an 8, and he's not even making the art to show you right now. There is some really cool stuff. I mean, who is this with these blades in the cemetery like that? Back of the box? All right, we got more to show you, folks. That's a Wolverine? No, that's not Wolverine. All right. Yeah. Doesn't show you? Or you can't find it?
Yeah.
All right, we got some other ones here. This first one, I'm not sure who it is. It's like a Crusader Knight looking somebody. But this is again where the crossover comes in, folks. Right? If you're looking for a random like true fantasy D&D piece, that one would work very well. That's Moon Knight. I think that's Archangel. Electra. The lady with the double size in Japan should be Electra. I'll take the box. I'll take a look at the back of it, see if I can figure it out. I'm not a big fan of this one, but I love the pose.
Looks like Bruce Lee.
Looks like Bruce Lee. It's definitely somebody that is, martial artist of some kind. I'll take a look. Let's see what we got. All right, let's just make sure. Oh, that might not have been Archangel. Oh, that's Vulture. I apologize. That's Vulture up there with the wings, folk. It was Moon Knight. Shang-Chi. Oh, we'll bust out the Shang-Chi next. Oh, that was Blade. With the double swords that we just previously showed. But yeah, the lady up there is definitely Electra. That's a cool one. Could fit in any of your Asian campaigns as well. So there's a lot of versatility in this tray. Yep, you're looking. All right, so we'll show everybody the Shang-Chi. Not, I know, I just said that. It's Archangel. I was wrong. I was definitely wrong. All right, let's show these three next. All right, everybody, I'm going to show you the Ghost Rider. Oh! Hammer down. Hammer down. Don't stress. It was an accident. All right. So who do we have with this one? That's the Ghost Rider right there. There was the Shang-Chi, and then who's the other one in the cemetery? Elle's taking a look right now.
Morbius.
Ah, that's the Morbius. Okay.
Yeah.
There's some real cool ones. And we did not take a photo, folks, and I have no idea if we're going to get these minis back into this package. But you're a genius, and you're going to show me where everything goes. Well, we don't need to worry about it right now. We can just put all of them. It's okay. So what do we think of this tray?
I think it's better than the last one.
So you think this one's better than the last tray, and you gave the last tray an 8. Be careful, because you know what the tray is behind us. Are we all in agreement that if the first tray was an 8, then this tray should be a 9, right?
I'm only giving it a 9 because of Lizard.
Okay, you're only giving it a 9 for a lizard. Okay, good. So he's really saying he's an 8, 8.5, folks. And I'm saying I could probably give this a 9, 9.5, maybe even a 10. You're giving it the hard 9 because you know what's coming up next.
I said it was a 9 because...
All right, so we're at the 9. We're in agreement on the second tray being a 9, ladies and gentlemen. And that's because we're already looking at what's behind us. And I'm going to need to change the camera a little bit. We're just going to say it right now. Third tray is a
10.
Third tray is a 10, folks. Let's show you some of the cool stuff in this third tray. Slide that one back over here.
Pretty much the whole tray.
So pretty much the whole tray. No, hold that one for last. Hold that one for last. This one's so big. This one's so big it's screwed in. Or, tied down, I should say. Alrighty. Alright, so what do we got? Scorpion. Here's the zombie nightcrawler. This would, like, as an individual piece, that's a 10, man. Upside down, on the street post, just hanging out.
That's a 10.
Like, I want to run some modern day, like, D&D stuff, you know, or whatever, 5e, Marvel, you know what I mean? Just to use that piece, right? That one and the Spider-Man.
I don't think that piece overall is a 10. I think it's more a 9.
You think that piece is a 9?
Yeah.
But you think that... Keep going. But you think the piece that you picked is a 10?
Yeah, the lizard.
The lizard. Yeah, the lizard's definitely a 10.
Ghost Rider.
Alright, so here's Zombie Ghost Rider. Now, the reason why I showed everybody the Kingpin is because I thought that the Kingpin was just okay. But I like the zombie Kingpin. He's got his baseball bat stabbed through his arm, and he's not got a care in the world. Alright, so these are really cool. I mean, there are some good ones. There's a Magneto in here.
There's a Nova.
There's like another zombie-looking Storm, or maybe that's Jean Grey.
There's a Nova.
There's a Nova. There is that Zombie Beast. That's pretty cool. I mean, like, I'm not going to show you Zombie Beast, because Zombie Beast is probably, like, the lamest one there, and I'm giving it at least a 7 as an individual.
Yeah. Beast is kind of already a zombie-ish.
Ish.
I mean, he's already like a monster.
I think this is Moon Knight.
Yeah. Why is there like a Moon Knight?
No, because a lot of them have their
Zombie
hero
form.
and their faux version, like they converted during the game or something. Let me see the back of that box again, and we'll start switching over to the next rotation. Yeah, that's Moon Knight. I was right. Yeah, sure, bust out that Moon Knight. We haven't seen a Magneto yet. This Magneto's pretty cool. All right, I like the flare of the cape. I mean, so they're very dynamic. Yeah, you get that one in there. Which one was that?
Nova?
That was Nova?
Yeah.
All right, cool.
Well, zombie.
And let's see what are some of the other ones. Scarlet Witch, Doctor Strange, Thor. Where's the Doctor Strange? Oh, here's... All right. Ooh, that's cool. He blasting out some magics.
You know?
You don't like that one? There's a Thor in here, too. All right, Zombie Thor isn't as good, but if you look real careful, you'll see that his arm separated as he was lifting the hammer. That is pretty good.
I
Little
mean,
detail.
The little details really count for a lot.
just like how you said Zombie Thor isn't as good as normal Thor, I think it's the same for Doctor Strange.
What?
That zombie isn't as good.
Oh, the zombie's not as good? No, I'm saying I like the zombie Kingpin way better.
Yeah, but I like the regular Doctor Strange.
Oh, you don't like, so you're saying the opposite. I like regular Doctor Strange and not the zombie one?
Yeah.
Well, why don't you show the zombie one? And we'll let the fans choose. Oh, I guess we gotta get that other Doctor Strange to compare him, right? I mean, from the regular box. So we got the Doctor Strange here blasting out some zombie sorcery, and then the Thor here, if you watch as he comes by, you'll see that his arm has ripped off from the elbow when he tried to lift his hammer. I think that's a real good detail, folks. Real good detail. All right, now I know you're dying to show everybody.
Why do you have a Doctor Doom?
You got
What box is he in?
the main box.
The first one?
You closed that one? Ugh. Alright. D is opening a box that he closed, not realizing that he needed to keep it open. I mean, I didn't realize we needed to keep it open, technically speaking. Then we got 2 or 3 more to show you, and then that last Sinister 6 box. No, we got 2 or 3 more. That's 2 and 3. And then we got that other box.
I'm so excited for you.
So we'll show them the next one after this. You find it?
Packaged so well.
It's packaged so well, I can't get it that easy. That's a compliment in its own right.
Who am I
There you go. The little one is in charge. Add him up there. We'll take the Thor off.
That's a regular Doctor Strange.
All right, so we got regular Doctor Strange in the blue-gray, and then we got the zombie Doctor Strange in green.
I think the regular one's cooler.
So you like regular Cthulhu tentacle-inspired Doctor Strange better?
Yep.
Can we make them both bad guys, though?
Yeah.
Right? We're still going to make them both bad guys. Like, we're going to paint them like they're bad, evil sorcerers, right? So we're just going to do, like, whatever zombie Doctor Strange would be, and then second Doctor Strange movie when he goes all evil sorcerer. Okay. All right. So I'm in agreement. I'm in the opposite agreement with you. Yes, I like the regular hero Doctor Strange better than we like the zombie one, but they're going to make a great pair. I'm telling you that. Coming to a D&D session near you, folks. Some angry twins. One of them's got like this undead brother, and his entire purpose now in life is to bring his brother back to proper, you know what I mean, from the undead. Right? That's there you go. Yeah. I just gave everybody an adventure hook as well. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is we're going to show you the size of the Juggernaut that you already previously saw. All right? And then we're going to show you something that is from... This was Tray 1. This was the one that we liked the best in Tray 1, that we gave the 8 to. If we were going to rate a single one on Tray 8, this would probably be the 9 or 10 of Tray 1. Yeah. Right? I don't think it's a 10 either. I'm saying if we had to make one a 10 on the first tray, it would be this one. Partially in terms of size, partially because it's the Hulk, and also because it's pretty cool. So this is so these are the 50 millimeter ones, okay? Now, there is a giant, and there is that really cool Dark Phoenix. So we're going to show you the Dark Phoenix next. That is using a different type of like epoxy resin to make the fire flame. And she is a hero in this, obviously. So let's take off the Juggernaut now. And then we'll put the Phoenix up. The Phoenix is a 60.
That one's so cool.
Like this one? So, straight up, the Hulk can't be a 10, right? Why? Because, is she a 10? Is Dark Phoenix a 10?
Yeah.
No, what's Dark Phoenix? Clearly he doesn't like the good guys, folks.
I have reasons. Because she's too majestical. I like brute strength.
Talk.
She's too majestical. I like brute strength.
Okay. But to be fair, folks, when we do play D&D sessions, he plays the magic and caster types. Strength, dex base, meat shield, and, pure offense. Actually, doesn't even want to play fighters or paladins or barbarians. Just wants to play like monsters. We'll play with a good alignment with, the bros and the people that are coming over and their friends. But it always needs to be like an NPC monster that you would rather play, right? And it always needs to be strong. And it has to have a cool grapple feature or a choke squeeze kill. Yeah. Which is why you want to show the next one, right?
Yeah.
All right, so let's take let's take the Dark Phoenix down, actually. And we're going to compare the size of the giant man. I don't think it's going to fit, right? It's not going to fit. Okay, so just hold it there comparatively real quick. Just so they can see the size and scale of it. And then I'm going to go change the camera. All right. So, as you can see, the Hulk was the 50, and Probably closer to 60 because if you see the bent iron goes higher up to the 60. Now, I'll measure the giant man in there. You like that one?
Yeah.
Is that a 10?
He's the second 10 along with Lizard.
He's the second 10 along with Lizard.
Yes.
Yes. Okay. You giving him a 10?
Yep, I think he's the second 10 with the Phoenix.
I don't think it's a 10, but I'm giving it a 9.
How is that a 9?
It's just big!
So you think that's a 9, but the Phoenix is a 10?
Yes, I do, because it's a different type of epoxy resin. They went out of their way to make this. They could have made this in the gray, blue, just like everybody else and all the other ones, and then it wouldn't have looked this dynamic.
Yo, they went out of their way to make that one big.
Sure, they did. You could also give me, like, every Christmas gift card that you've ever gotten for, like, the last 2 years, and I can get you the Galactus that's, like, as tall as the computer.
I mean,
You gonna pass on that one?
yeah.
Oh, all right. Christmas is coming.
Oh, also, he's a zombie.
And he's a zombie. Okay, so he's a bad guy. I know you're gonna like that. He's massively big. I agree. I mean, it is pretty cool. I'm not really that familiar with the character. Like, I don't know much about Giant Man.
Neither do I, but I like him.
Okay, yeah, okay, so you're going pure character. But again, I'm giving it a 9. You guys can give it a 10. So, this pack altogether, we gave the first tray an 8, the second tray a 9, the third tray a 10. So, altogether, that averages out to a 9. So, we agree that that box is a 9?
Yeah.
So, if we could buy that box only and not get the game, we would do that?
Yeah.
You'd pay. So let's say that box was $130 also. Would we pay $130 for this box?
Yeah.
I agree. I would.
I'll say yes.
You got the big one. You got the Phoenix. There's no doubles in here. Right? There's all unique individual characters.
Not as many pedestrians.
All right, yeah, the bystanders, as they call them, the NPCs, right? So there's only 9 of them. There was like double that in the main game.
Also, there's way more, like, I feel like actual people or, like characters than
Yeah.
there is, like, just other stuff.
Well, correct. I think both boxes have the same amount of pieces, but like we said, the other one's got 60 minions, maybe even more than that, right? Multiple trays worth of minions. All right, so that was a lot of the Kickstarter exclusives from the second box, and now we are going to shift over to the expansion book, or box rather. That is the Marvel Zombies Clash of the Sinister Six. That's this one, so you can tell this is much smaller compared to the main box.
If there's a lizard in there, the box gets a 10. I don't know.
Well, based on name alone,
This is
someone wants to give it a 10 right out the gate. All right, so let's see what we got. So in this one, when you open it up, you have a new booklet talking about the new adventures,
It looks like something.
new tiles, new game tiles. This looks like a city. This looks like Central Parkish, right, where the sigil is or something like that. All right. And then in here we also have more of those little cards, the player cards, and tokens, the character cards. And there are, let's see, there are 2 bystanders, 8 baddies, and 6 heroes. So you can see the packaging.
All baddies.
All right, so let's take out.
See what I want.
Oh, this one's taped.
Because they know that the guys are just so good that they want to give it extra protection.
Oh, I thought it was to stop kids like you from ripping it open instantaneously.
I mean, that's good.
Maybe that too. All right. Here, you can open it up. So according to the back of the box, they're not telling me everything I need to know. There's 4 pieces of tape. Okay, so we got 18 characters, 4 double-sided tiles, 16 ID cards, 44 mini cards, 6 tokens, and 1 rule book. All right, easy. All right, bust it out. You want to show it? Go for it. What are we looking at?
Lizard.
All right, that's the lizard, zombie lizard, right? Super cool. I like that he's like in the sewer. They're giving you a piece of like the scene.
Plus the tail wrapping around whatever that thing is.
Whatever that piece of architecture is that's in the subway or whatever it is.
That's the easiest 10 ever.
That's the easiest 10 ever? All right. All right, here's my 10 in the box.
Oh, that's cool.
That's what, Mysterio?
That's Mysterio.
All right, so let's see. We have in this box the 8 zombies. You got Green Goblin, Lizard, Vulture, Electro, Dr. Octopus, Rhino, Venom, and Mysterio. Where's that Venom? The Venom is like my second favorite one.
I think
Where's the rhino, dude?
right here.
That's the Rhino.
That's my 10 of the
Here,
box.
you can take those 2 down.
That's your 10 of the box?
It is really cool. You know, he's always picking the weird, like, frog people and the
That's not a
behemoths.
frog.
And no, but the slotties. I'll show you a picture of the slotty. Here is the Venom, and like the transition of person into the symbiote, which is real cool. All right, what else? The heroes include. Okay, so there is another Venom in here. Where's the regular Venom? All right, bust out that regular
And I
Venom.
don't think there's any heroes.
Oh, well, I hear what you're saying. Ella's saying hero is a bad word because it's just a bad word. It's on his ban list, folks. The superheroes technically are Venom, which is a neutral character. Mysterio, he's pretty bad. Scorpion,
Bad.
Rhino,
Bad.
Black Cat,
Bad.
Green Goblin,
Bad.
Craven,
Don't know.
bad. Sandman,
Bad.
bad. All right. That being said, they're not zombies, folks. And in this game, it's zombies versus the world. Right? So I guess they're heroes in that sense. All right, keep going. Show some of them.
I'm taking one of these.
That's the Vulture. Not sure who this, like, this one's as zombie as you can get, but I like that there's like a telephone pole behind it. This is Green Goblin. And here is the zombie Dr. Octopus. And it looks like zombie Dr. Octopus is not in control, and the mechanical arms are in control of the zombie.
I don't like that though.
I like that they're of very mixed sizes. Wapu, hello, hello! We are opening up some Marvel Zombies box sets, and if my voice is still doubling and you could tell me, I would appreciate it. I have no idea why it's doubling. No idea why it's doubling. I thought I set everything up, but I'm using this new weird camera over here, this Irian webcam, because my other, like, remote mobile phone webcam isn't working, and now I'm finding it sure is, sir. No, I'm not trying to. If the doubling sounds cool, tell me this: does the doubling go away when the music goes away? Yes, it is a board game. So Marvel Zombies, we're opening up one of the expansion boxes right now. So I'm doubling anyway. All right, let me see something. Am I doubling now? How about now? All right, let's swap to some other ones. I'm still doubling. Now I'm not doubling. It's fixed. Are they all one color? No, they're not all one color. There's actually 3 colors available. So here's a blue hero rhino. I don't know who this is, but he's got a football. Wow, that fell perfectly into the box. So the superheroes are considered the gray or blue ones. All right, now I'm going to turn the music back up and tell me if it's doubling. All right, the gray blue ones are considered superheroes, even though some of them are bad and not all of them are good. The brown are the bystanders, which are like NPC, non-hero types. And then the greens, pick your favorite green that was here. He goes back to his vulture, are the zombie ones. I think I know what happened. This is a channel I haven't used in ages, and there was a voice mod app that was set up all the way on the bottom, and I didn't have it like turned off and muted, and now I do. Excellent. Thank you for fixing that. All right, so. Oh, we left our 10 up. So the objective of the game, do you have the main box, guys? So I'm not sure if you've ever heard of the game Zombicide. It is a game made by CMON. So this is Marvel Zombies, which is a Zombicide sort of spin-off. Right? A Zombicide game. So the Zombicide game concept is, it's The Walking Dead in a video game a mobile, a board game form. So there are different tiles. I'm not going to open up everything, but this expansion comes with 4 different tiles. The main game, I think, comes with 16 tiles. So you can set up cities, subways, all sorts of different urban landscapes. And the main game comes with 6 heroes, 6 zombies, and probably 60 to 70 minions. And then I'd say a dozen NPC bystanders. And the concept is that you can play as a zombie or as a hero, and you want to eliminate the other side. So it's essentially like war, you know what I mean? And in that sense, but it is compatible with the Zombicide regular games, which are more contemporary, modern, very Walking Dead feel to it. So technically, I've never played Zombicide. The boys said they haven't either. We generally are buying these boxes and looking for values in terms of, do we want to bring these onto our D&D tables, or, when we play in the basement with all sorts of other stuff. So, in terms of this box's minis, are we still on a 10? It's a 10?
For me, it's a 10.
It's a 10 for you?
I think it's a 9.
It's a 9 for you. It's a 10 for me, so we override your 9. And we 10-10-10 this one. And we successfully go through and check out all these minis. Now, at some point in the future, we should definitely go and play the game and figure out how we like it. All right. But I definitely think that if you are interested in, let's go. If you are interested in Marvel games in general, there's a lot of stuff here. CMON makes some amazing stuff. If Marvel's not for you, like, I'm speaking for CMON games. I have 1, 2, 3. I have 4 of them. One of them I haven't even opened up yet because there are so many boxes that I haven't even gotten to it. I have played Rising Sun, the game. I have used Rising Sun pieces at my tables. So there's a lot of cool stuff that CMON has been going through and busting out lately in the last couple years. The packaging is only improving. The shipping times and their turnover is only increasing. I mean, this last Kickstarter was a $10 million Kickstarter. I think they did very, very well for themselves. All right, so I would like both of you boys to find your one favorite piece, and we're going to show everybody our favorite mini from the collection, and then we will sign off and all of us will head to bed because it is almost approaching 11 p.m. on the East Coast. All right, D, why don't you go first? I'm going to slide over. You're going to put it up there. You're going to talk a bunch about why you like it. And make sure you're talking in the mic. Here, head. Okay.
My favorite's the Phoenix because I like magic stuff, and it like has like a magic feel to it. Like summoning a phoenix behind her, kind of.
You want her to be a good girl or a bad girl?
Bad.
Bad? Oh. You've been infected by your brother, clearly. Definitely infected by your brother. I used to play Magic the Gathering. I have I have 3rd edition Magic cards if you're interested in buying them. I have like a collection of Sarah Angels, white border 3rd edition Sarah Angels, 2 Nightmare, Lord of the Pit. I mean, like, I used to play a black-white all-flying deck. Oof. I used to destroy people. And then 25 years of gaming happened, and then, you know, Wizards had to, and Hasbro had to buy Magic, and then they started integrating the two. It's kind of screwed up in that sense. There was so much potential. The game got away from me. I found high school and girls, and I stopped playing card games and started playing more travel hockey. And then college happened, and all of the same. Then the military happened, and more of the same. Then I came back to New York, and yeah, there was no RPG playing for a while, unfortunately. However, when the kids start playing the card games that they collect, maybe I'll get them back into Magic, and that will lead to like a re-emergence. All right, sir. Now, why don't you come over here and talk into the mic and tell everybody why this one is your favorite?
I mean, it's a lizard. He looks pretty angry. He's a villain. He's standing on a bunch of human bones, and he looks like he's in the sewers, which is cool. And I don't know, he's a lizard, which is awesome.
Yes, king of the reptiles, you definitely are. All right, so my favorite one. Oops. I'm gonna have to let you not be the cameraman anymore. All right, my favorite one. Entertain them, boys. I gotta find my favorite one. I don't even know which tray it's in. Hit that button over to the right. All the way to the right, bottom right corner. Hold it down. All right, we're finding it, folks. Oh, maybe it's okay. Got it?
Want me to put it up there?
Yep. All right. Whoa! You okay? All right. All right, so my favorite one, folks, is this Nightcrawler that is upside down on the street sign and lamppost. Come on, focus. Focus for us. Oh. All right, I don't like this application that I'm using. It's not doing it justice. A little? That better? There you go. So I'm in love with the super dynamic pose. It's a perfect example of why CMON Games and the designers of these minis are really going above and beyond. I mean, I was debating the translucent Iceman one, but I think that's more novelty because they're using the different resin. I mean, this is so detailed that, yeah, if you didn't pick this one, I was gonna pick this one. But I just love some of the this is the perfect representation of the poses that they've been busting out. I mean, I've seen a lot of games where they make their minis and everybody's like just in the same pose. I can appreciate that is a Nightcrawler. There's another Nightcrawler in here also, if you guys can find it. There is a Hero Nightcrawler, and then this is Zombie Nightcrawler. So I've always been, Nightcrawler has been one of my favorite comic book characters since I was little. You found it? All right, so Elle's gonna bust out the hero one also. I mean, they're both super nice, don't get me wrong, but just the fact that somebody was like, we're gonna hang this guy upside down on a street post. And because I am, a New York City resident, I love the concept of all of the plays of the street signs and the street posts. I will just say, though, there is one fail on CMON's part. That's not a New York City street sign. That is not a New York City street lamp and or post. That is in LA, as far as I'm concerned. That's a California designed street sign and lamp post. But, not perfect, okay. I thought these figures were the ones that you had to paint like the ones in what's it called, Warhammer. We were talking about Warhammer a little while ago. TJ was in here and she was talking about how she cannot stand having to assemble minis, and was like, are these pre-assembled? And was like, yes, they're pre-assembled. I like these. So yeah, a lot of the Warhammer ones are not pre-assembled, and that puts a lot of work in there. I did not get Nightcrawler in Marvel Strike Force. I quit playing Marvel Strike Force a couple months ago, and I started, you can slap me for this one, I started playing Star Trek. But there's a story to that. I quit playing Marvel Strike Force because Stream Elements paid me $760 to stream, play, and promote Star Trek, and I just needed a change of pace. No, I was bummed out when I saw the mobile video, and I was talking to Heartgrave about some of the new characters that came in. I was like, oh, finally, you added a character that I've been waiting for the whole time, and not silly ones that no one's ever heard of that you're trying to, push on us because we should like C-rate comic book characters. Oh, yeah, actually, I'm like in charge of, I'm not in charge, I'm not the head of the Alliance, but I'm like second, third in command in this Star Trek Alliance. I am watching a lot more Star Trek lately. Got a good group of adults that are, yelling at screens and throwing them across the room, trying to aim at couches and not walls. We'll talk about that in the future, but yeah, definitely. So that's my 10, my Nightcrawler hero and villain setup, or zombie, not a villain. We keep a foe, as the game refers to it. So overall, does it have value? The main game, the box set, and the expansion, everything that I got. Because we already gave the main game, we gave an 8, right? We gave a 9. Well, hear me, folks. When we say we gave the main game an 8, it was not the game, the minis within the first original game box. Could cost you $130 right now. There are many, many minions, and personally, there are too many minions for me. However, again, if there's somebody playing modern and contemporary games, like they're not playing fantasy, medieval, they're playing like it's today. Would those minions be better for somebody who's playing a modern setting? Yeah. So might have more value for them as opposed to somebody who's playing more medieval fantasy D&D type. There are only 6 heroes and villains in that main box. So we would have probably passed and would have tried to buy this expansion for $40-50. Had a way better setup, right? It had 8 good guys, 8 bad guys, 2 bystanders, and the rest of the accessories that you need to play the main game. So in terms of value, I feel like the best value was the expansion box, right? Which was, what was the name of it again?
Clash of the...
I'll take the cover. Clash of the Sinister Six, folks. This box, we liked this box. So for $40-50, I'm not sure what they're selling it for on the open market. It was 40 or 50 on the Kickstarter, so I'd assume it's probably going to be 10 more. But this one had some real cool stuff in it. Like, of the 16 in there, I think 12 were like 9s and 10s. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like, totally butt-kicking minis. And, there are many other expansions. So if you're a Guardians of the Galaxy person, if you're a Fantastic Four type, you can get whichever, comic book series that you're a fan of, and you should definitely consider checking it out. Again, let's show you some of the CMON stuff. Close that out. So this again was the main game. The expansion sets that we showed you from here included. Here are a lot of the Kickstarter exclusives. So unfortunately, Wapu, I don't know if you'd be able to get a lot of these Kickstarter exclusives. However, if there's ones that I don't like that you do, that you wanted to have painted for you by TJ, that is always a discussion that you can have with our resident artist over here at the Creatures of Queens. So, you know, those might be a little bit more difficult to obtain. I know they don't do that always, you know, but what do we have in here? So there was that Fantastic Four pack, the Hydra pack. So this was the one that we had, the Clash of Sinister 6. We got these, so it's 14 character pieces. I apologize. I was a little off. So it's 14 character pieces for $50. I feel like that's a great deal. If we do enjoy our time playing the game, that we're going to probably check out next time you guys are hanging around, I would say, if we're big fans of it. No, we're not going to get the $1 billion Galactus, but I could consider the Guardians pack, because I know that we like Guardians over here compared to most of the other ones, you know, comparatively speaking. So we're giving the main game an 8, all of the Kickstarter exclusives and extras that we got a 9, and then a 10 is the Clash of Civilization, or the Clash of the Sinister Six. So overall, the 3 boxes were given a 9 out of 10. For the amount of money that I spent on it, I got over 250 minis. That's going to work out roughly to $1 a piece. Generally speaking, I want you to go to your local comic book and gaming shop and find me the minis that cost $1 a piece. They're gonna be junk, I promise you. Or you're not gonna find them, because generally the cheapest mini that you can find is anywhere from $3 to $5, and those are like small or medium sized, and they're regular basic, like goblin this, etc. You want to get decent sized individual minis, they're going to be anywhere from $7 to $10 for some decent ones by some of the better companies. And then if you're going on Etsy and looking for custom stuff, you can spend anywhere from up to $50 to hundreds of dollars on minis. So in terms of value, I totally think that there is a lot of value to be had in this. Oh. So again, that was the main game that you can consider picking up if you're interested. I'm not being sponsored by CMON at all. I wish they saw some of my videos hanging out with the kids and doing these buys, because they might realize, there's a whole market that we might not even be realizing. We might even want to sell our board game. We should just try to push the minis on people that are part of the, you know, the D&D RPG fantasy tabletop world. What were you saying? I went to a collecting trade show, Frank and Sons in SoCal. Oh, whenever I go to Comic-Con, there are these like resin characters that are, you know, a foot, 2 feet, and I'm like, they're hundreds of dollars, and they're beautiful. Like, don't get me wrong, I just don't have the space to put them on display. What a few WWE toys for the kiddo. And you have the WWE Legends board game. Let me Google that one real quick and see what you're talking about. I am now interested. I'm interested in knowing what you are talking about. WWE Legends board game. Oh, interesting. It's a card game? We play lots of card games here. I know the boys are into wrestling. We could check that out at some point in the future. Thank you for the suggestion, Wapu. I greatly appreciate it. So overall, ladies and gentlemen, we are a 9 out of 10 on on all of the CMON Marvel Zombies boxes that we opened. We hope you had a good time. Oh, the Royal Rumble one. All right, that's the one that I'm looking at right now in the background. So I'll take a look at it. I greatly enjoyed everybody that hung out and was posing some questions and interested in this box opening. Again, if you are interested, CMON Games makes a lot of other awesome games that you can consider. Rising Sun, I was a big fan of the Japanese feudal system game. I haven't opened up, well, I've opened it, but I haven't really gone into and played the Norse mythology game. I know some people who play Zombicide. Now that I have all the Marvel stuff, maybe I'm going to connect with them and do something. So, 9 out of 10? 9 out of 10?
Yep.
We're happy?
Yep.
All right. I'm Mandalorian Mangler.
I'm L.
I'm D.
We're signing out from the Creatures of Queens. Thanks for hanging out with us tonight. It is 11:10 on the 20th of January in the year of 2024. Gonna bust on some music. Hey, Wampu, if you're not already a friend, come check us out. We play a lot of D&D on Sunday nights. Don't feel the need to subscribe. I do not stream enough to feel like I deserve that. But, you know, you want to help out the channel in any way, your presence is all I really need. You know, maybe I'm going to be doing some game promotions. You want to download a stupid mobile game and play it for a half day for me, I'd appreciate it. So have a great Saturday night. If you're out on the West Coast, your night is just beginning and it's 8/11 for you. And let's go AS Roma. Anything else? No? Happy 2024. Hopefully we'll be doing some new stuff in the future. Maybe we'll do the other CMON game box. Maybe next time you guys are here, the Norse mythology. There'll be some monsters in there that I know that you're gonna like, and there's a lot of big ones. There's a lot of big ones. So thanks for hanging out. Everybody have a great night, and we will catch you next time.